Quick question for you. Have you ever found yourself endlessly scrolling on your phone, binge watching shows, knowing that there is something that you should be doing? Same here. And guess what? You're not alone. I have my finals due tomorrow, but here I am making this video. Procrastination is something we all deal with. But what if I told you understanding why we procrastinate could be the secret to break free from it? First, let's get this straight. Procrastination isn't just about being lazy. It's deeper than that. It's tied to our emotions, our habits, and even how we think about ourselves. So if you ever put something off and felt bad about it, you're not alone. Let's talk about how we fix it. We all have dreams, whether it be becoming the best football player in the world, whether it be becoming a worldwide musician, or just getting rich. But here's the thing, those big dreams often comes with bigger pressure. We start to imagine all the ways that things could go wrong. What if I'm not good enough? What if people laugh? What if this? What if that? These thoughts can paralyze us, making it easier to avoid trying altogether than to face it. But the truth is, failure isn't the end, it's the path to success. Before starting this YouTube channel and posting videos, I procrastinated for about 2 years, just thinking about what it would be like to have a YouTube channel that went viral and made me thousands of dollars. And that was just my imagination. What actually made me stop thinking about these thoughts and take action was the way that I looked at life. I started thinking that, let's say in the future, in 10 years, I don't want to look back and say, oh, I wish that 10 years ago I started that YouTube channel. Now I would be rich, famous, and all that stuff. Having this mindset of time will pass whether you decide to work or not made me realize that my life is so short for me to worry what people think about me, whether they laugh at me, whether they ridicule me. Time will not stop for anyone. It is us who decides to do something with it. This mindset, honestly, I believe changed my life in a way that I cannot imagine. So one of the ways you can stop your procrastination is the way you think about the future. Honestly, it worked wonders for me. I genuinely would like you to try this. Also, one more bonus tip, talk to yourself every day about how time will not wait for you to take action. This is something that I practice every day. Talking to yourself might sound a bit different. Hearing is a lot more different than just thinking about it, so give it a try. If you ever had a task that felt so huge you didn't even know where to begin, that's overwhelmed. When something feels too big, too hard to achieve, our brain just shuts down and tries to avoid it. It's like staring at a mountain and thinking, I cannot climb that. The problem with overwhelm that it tricks us into thinking the task is impossible. But the reality is every big project is just a collection of smaller steps. So instead of focusing on the mountain, focus just on the first step and then the next one. Breaking things down can make even the scariest things feels doable. For example, let's say you need to clean your entire house. It feels too big, right? Instead of trying to tackle everything all at once, pick one small area, like just your desk. And once you start, you'll often find the motivation to keep on going. The thing that holds us back is not the size of the task. It's our inability to take action because of us feeling overwhelmed by the size of the task. When I first started working out, I did not think that I should have the best physique in the entire world just after one workout session. Instead, I just focused on my journey. And I believe that if I were to keep on doing what I was doing, I would get there eventually. And now, after nearly 1.5 years later, even though I still have a long way to go, I can say that I have a physique that I can be really proud of. I would not be able to achieve this physique if I were to get overwhelmed by my dream and stop working out altogether. Another reason overwhelm gets us stuck is decision fatigue. When there are too many choices or steps, our brain gets tired and wants to shut down. That's why creating a simple plan or a checklist can really help. On that note, I use Notion to set goals, write my daily plans, and etc. It is a really useful app, so go and check it out. Also, I am not sponsored. Notion, please sponsor me. It gives your mind a clear direction, which makes it easier to focus and take action. I experienced this a lot, and even now I still sometimes have this paralysis where I get exhausted just by thinking about all the stuff that I want to do. But I somewhat can say that I solved this problem of mine by sitting down and thinking to myself, what do I want to achieve, whether it be materialistic or non-materialistic goals. After choosing and writing my goals, I decide on the best option and start taking action. For example, I want to make music, but I know that if I were to solely focus on music, I would not be able to go far. And that's because I need an income source. And regretfully, music is not the best source of income income if you're just starting out. That's why I choose to focus on YouTube to hopefully one day expand and have my own business. And so in that way, I will be able to focus on music and also have a bit of an audience that I can draw from my YouTube channel to my music career. So if you also have a lot of things that you want to do that you get overwhelmed just by thinking about them, get a pen and a paper and write down everything that you want to do. After doing that, circle the ones that will benefit you the most and start working on them. Okay, let's be real. Distractions are everywhere. Social media, Netflix, gaming. And all those things are designed to grab your attention and keep it. It's so easy to choose the fun thing now instead of the important thing later. Why? Because our brain loves dopamine. That little dopamine hit you get from checking your social media or watching reels on Instagram for hours. Here's how it plays out. You sit down at your task, you want to work or study, but then you hear your phone notification and then you check your phone. You say to yourself, I'm just gonna take a quick look. And next thing you know, you're probably 20 minutes deep into a rabbit hole of memes and funny videos. Sound familiar? It's not just you. I've struggled with this a lot. Even now I do. These apps and platforms are literally designed to keep you hooked. But here's the thing. The instant gratification only feels good in the moment. The guilt and stress of avoiding your works comes crashing later. So the question is, how do we break free from this cycle? First, try this. Make the important task feel as rewarding as a distraction. For example, set a timer of 20 minutes and promise yourself a reward after you finish your work. It could be as simple as coffee, or yes, even a few minutes of scrolling, but only after you earn it. Second is my way of doing it. Think about your future self. Picture how relieved and happy you will feel after finishing the task. And if that does not work, think about the negative future. Picture how stressful, how regretful you feel if you do not do the thing right now and leave it to the future. That honestly works a lot better than the first one. So give that a try. And finally, limit the temptation. Put your phone in another room or even set your screen to grayscale. I know it might sound a bit silly, but it works. I tried this, and after I set my phone to grayscale, I tried to scroll, but only after 5 minutes I felt that it was not fun and dropped the phone. The goal isn't to cut out the fun entirely, it's limiting it. It's about controlling when and how you're going to enjoy it. One of the biggest reasons why we procrastinate is that we always think that there is a tomorrow. And I think that's the biggest problem we have to face. I am 19 right now and I still remember COVID days. If you don't, let me remind you. That was 5 years ago. 5 years. Time passes by so quick that we don't even understand how. So every time you feel like procrastinating, remind yourself of this. You have dreams to achieve and goals to accomplish. Don't let them down. And just start. Take action. It doesn't matter how small it is. As long as you keep that up, you will be better than your yesterday. And that is our main goal. See you in the next video.